Hey guys, Tim and Shauna from Punk Rope, and in today's video we're going to talk about three classic mistakes all rolled into one that beginners make, and they are lumped under the umbrella of asymmetry. Boom, there you go. So now Shauna, for just the sake of simplicity and so you understand, is going to keep her right arm in pretty much the same position, in good jump rope position throughout this video. But please understand that these mistakes can take various forms. But she's going to keep that right arm in, and then the left is going to go in different directions. So there are three classic mistakes or challenges, if you will. One is going to be the right arm in and the left arm out. So the left elbow will be a fair distance away from the ribs, and the right will be tucked in the way it should be. And so what's going to happen with this, if Shauna goes ahead and jumps, is there's going to be much more clearance on the left side, and that is why she is missing on the right. So the rope is clipping her right foot. And so if you're one of the people that has this challenge of one arm being out and one in, you probably know the frustration of consistently missing on the same side. So that's one mistake. The second would be, we'll keep that right arm in, but now the left is going to go back, so behind the hips. And this is another common one, and it ends up, yeah, we'll show it from the side, it ends up rotating the body. You got one forward, one back, so naturally the body's going to turn towards the side of the arm that's back. And that's going to lead to a whole bunch of misses. Very, very frustrating. And then the third, which maybe is the most common, the arms are going to be in the same plane, but one's going to be high, one's going to be low. So in this case, the right is in good position and the left is up high, and Shauna's going to turn from there, and once again she's missing on the right side. Now if you do this consistently over a number of years, you're probably going to find ways to compensate and correct, and you'll be able to jump. We're just exaggerating, which is why Shauna keeps missing. But the problem is that you're not going to be able to progress very far without fixing this. Now, how this came about could be for any number of reasons. It could be an injury. It could be anatomical, for example, scoliosis. It could simply be habitual. For example, maybe you carry your shoulder bag on the same shoulder and you've been doing that for 10 years, and so that shoulder is hiked and your neck is all distorted and so on and so forth. But it begins with awareness. So a couple of things that you can do. Shauna will exaggerate again however she wants to. Okay, so we've got that left arm low, and she'll jump. And she's going to notice, I keep missing on the right side. Well, why is that? And then what we hope will happen is either she'll use just her own sense, body awareness, proprioception, and she'll be like, okay, I need to level off those hands, and by doing that, it's correcting the mistake. Well, that would be best case scenario, but that may not happen. So another possibility is to look in a mirror. So if you have a mirror handy, you can jump in front of it. Let's pretend we've got them. Now you got those fancy mirrors that are like talking back to you and doing workouts with you. That's weird. But anyway, let's just say conventional mirror. You're looking at a mirror, And you notice one hand's up or one hand's down. So you start jumping, and using the feedback from the mirror, you start to level it off. Now, it's not the easiest thing, but it can be done. And then finally, another approach would be work with a partner or a coach, preferably a coach, who can observe you and videotape you and play it back. And yes, and look up at the arc of the rope. So here we've got a nice neutral arc, but with asymmetry, we will not have a neutral arc. And there you go. And we're going to get into another mistake in a separate video, which will be one-arm dominance. But with asymmetry, you're also going to have an arc that's off, almost in every case. So again, it really begins with awareness, and if you can develop that on your own, just a sense of where your hands are at. Even looking down using your peripheral vision can be helpful. Following that up with using a mirror and following that up with working with a coach or a partner, those are all really great ways to work on this, because until you level things off and make your hands and arms more symmetrical, you're going to have a number of challenges. So guys, I hope that's helpful. It's a tricky one, but it definitely can be corrected, and you want to correct it now. You don't want this to continue. You've got to break those bad habits as soon as you recognize them. So if you like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But more importantly, if you have questions, jot them down in the comments below, and we will answer them as soon as we can. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.